The algorithms have taken over, and it's not good for the averages. Dow sinking 113 points, S&P tumbling 1.21%, and the NASDAQ nosediving 2.14%. Sell. Right now, the algorithms say sell tech. Sell. Whenever interest rates go higher, which is how you get a wipeout like we had today. Then they buy tech when rates go lower, which is what happened yesterday because the buyers decided inflation was peaking. Today, those buyers have now collectively decided we are not at peak inflation. Almost nothing matters right now at an individual company unless it gets a takeover bid from Elon Musk. Hold on just a second. Even that didn't matter by the end of the day. More on that one later. Now, I think there is a bull market going on underneath all this nonsense. And it's a bull market in companies that make things and do stuff for a profit and return some of that profit to you, a shareholder, as long as the stocks are inexpensive. I know it's a big mouthful, but it's what can work in this environment. And there are stocks. There are stocks that meet the criteria. Today, though, we got still one more demonstration of the need to pivot out of momentum tech stocks and into the growth at a reasonable price names that trade on what we call the fundamentals. It's why we have a very high cash position for the Charitable Trust. You can follow that, of course, by joining the CNBC Investing Club. Now, we've been even slaughtering some of our pearls of momentum to preserve cash for the moment when this new bull market pulls back and we get a better entry point, which leads us immediately, of course, to our game plan. First, understand that when banks as diverse as standout Goldman Sachs, the average JP Morgan, and the very poorly performing Wells Fargo all invoke Ukraine as the principal risk factor. Wells Fargo? Not inflation. We have to take our cue from what happens this weekend, as our government's been pretty darn good at predicting the next move by the Russians, although it hasn't mattered, of course. We haven't done much about although the intelligence has been good. There's no real urgency to resupply the Ukrainians. I was doing some numbers today about how little what we sent means for I don't even want to go into it other than to say that I think our leaders are paralyzed by Putin's nuclear threats. I cannot believe how obtuse the West has been on this issue. Putin wants to somehow reconstruct the old Iron Curtain, except what he really sees himself as more of a czar. He's a real historian, this guy. I think the worst evolved into a stalemate, but it would be really bad if we let Russia eke out a win.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.